Hey guys, I'm just gonna make a short video in response to this part of Martin's concerns here on his. I think it's his last live that he did. I haven't seen one since then, but he's seems concerned that I don't know. He's trying to. I don't know. This is so crazy. Why am I talking about it? Well, he seems very perturbed that he can't break through to me to make me feel convinced that he now thinks that he doesn't believe that I've been trolling myself for the past 10 years. He was told that I was trolling myself by Peggy, who has been my arch enemy for a very long time, and he knows this. And he has chosen to believe this woman that that he doesn't. I can't tell if he's met her or not. No one has met Peggy. Peggy has been a known public paid troll for years. She was against Dolly Vision, then she went against me and a few other people. Now she's against me and Leanie and Jeffrey, who's apparently also Leanie. Peggy, who he worships, also ditched him because he wanted to be friends with me. That's not loyalty. That's not a good person. That's not someone you give your faith to. But he chose to give his faith to Peggy above all other people, someone whose face he's never met, has never seen, whose eyes he's never looked into, who doesn't know a thing about her. Now, one of the Martins said that the one that came in earlier today, or yesterday morning, said that uh, he had met her, but you don't know who's real and who's fake. He said that I said, have you met Peggy? Do you know Peggy? Have you seen her face? He said, yes. And then Peggy comes in and says that she's seen Martin on a video call. I don't believe that. But let's just hear him lament. And I'm going to respond. He's sitting here looking up. He's just baffled. He's baffled that I believe, based on all the history, that he is a paid troll who came into my channel to mess with me. I never would have thought that. I was told that by a bunch of people. It took me a while to wrap my mind around it, as I was like, no way. I really genuinely thought he was genuine. He was a friend of Maria's. I believe Maria is genuine, But later I was told by all of these trolls, and they were always troll accounts. They kept coming into my live streams on my StreamYard, privately messaging me. Martin is a part of this. Martin is a big part of this. And I never would have thought that, And then I was like, he is? And then I had to wrap my mind around it. Well, later he kept coming into my channel as Martin, or a sock account called Martin, which I think was him. And in this little video, he confirms that I blocked him. Well, that I blocked him today. Well, how could I block him today if it wasn't him? So that's another confirmation, in my opinion, from, common sense, that he is playing these other Martins. So the first time, the Martin row 4848 that came in 2 days ago and spent 2 hours telling me all this gossip about, Tashi, about Mission, who also is doing this. And I figured that out because when I said Tashi and Mission's real first names, I thought to myself, if this is Mission, someone will come in and say my real name. And that's exactly what happened. A troll came in, said my real name. I was like, it's Mission. Also, I believe Tashi is playing a lot of these roles. Let's continue. This is what I wanted to say. He says, if I'm still suspicious, this is what I wanted to say, and I screwed it up.
Of somebody, I'm still suspicious of them.
Okay. He says, if I'm suspicious of somebody, I'm still suspicious of them. This is where I'm at, Martin. What you just said. So how can you be so baffled? You said, if I'm suspicious of someone, I'm still suspicious. And I'm the same, Martin. I am the same. Okay? So it's not that baffling. I'm suspicious of you now. Why? Because you have come in to my channel, or maybe if I'm at Lionel's, wherever I am. And those are really the only places I've been going in the last several months, because for whatever, I've been off of posting, just trying to avoid Peggy. You have put your faith and your worship into someone who has made it her goal or her job to destroy my reputation, to lie about me, to make people think shit I don't do constantly, Martin. And you believe this woman. Now you're saying you don't believe it? Well, what changed your mind, Martin? What changed your mind?
That's how that is.
That's how I am too, Martin. So why are you so baffled?
Especially when it's based on trying to make amends with that person and then not accepting it and still thinking.
When did you try to make amends with me? In what way did you try to make amends with me? Once in a while coming in as yourself and saying, "Hola, tia, I love my tia." That's not making amends with me. That doesn't take away months and months and months of me believing that you were genuinely my friend and a genuine support to my channel. Because you were there all the time. I gave you a wrench. You were helping me moderate. We talked outside of the thing. We got to know each other. I thought you were a genuine person. There was a couple of little things that you did that made me sort of wonder and sort of feel a little weird about it all. And I think that you thought maybe I was getting too close to you, or that you didn't really want me to overly believe in you as a true friend or a true confidant or something like that. And there was a couple of times, and I was like, oh, well, maybe he doesn't really want to feel, I'm not British enough, or he doesn't, really care that much, or he doesn't trust me, or something like that. There was a few times during when I thought we were friends that he made me feel that I was never really going to truly be in his in club. So that's just something that I experienced.
You're up to no good. It's like, well, try, Again, not much you can do about that.
Yeah, he's so baffled that though he's treated me absolutely terribly for the last several months, to the point where I felt like I couldn't even be on. He is not the reason I left YouTube. The reason I left YouTube was Todd, the woman who's filing reports against me and sending cops to my door from the South, who doesn't want me to mention her or talk about her. But she sends cops to my door on Mother's Day. She sent a cop to my door to file a cease and desist. And still she talks about me. Still she emailed me. So she is one of the reasons. She's the reason I felt like I couldn't come back. But it was Todd and it was Lizzo. Let's just face it. Lizzo, you did go after me, and maybe you're taking a pause or you're working behind the scenes, but you are the premier reason that I felt terrorized. My family and Peggy Martin, that you worship. She emailed my family. She talked about my grandson. She spread lies that weren't true. She and Mission and Lizzo all told lies that weren't true. You were supporting those people. You still support Peggy. She is the worst of the worst. She is the real reason, the first reason and Lizzo might be Peggy. You might be Peggy for all I know. If you know Peggy Martin, I want you to admit it. If you've met her, if you've looked at her, if she's a separate person from you, and you've looked her in the eyes and you've met her, I want you to say so. Because you don't sound valid at all, believing somebody that you've never met. Now, if you've met her, that's something that we all need to know. I know I need to know it. This is just a bogus act.
And if you can't accept help from somebody when they literally don't want anything from you in exchange.
I never asked you for help. I never said, oh, please help me, Martin. You who turned on me. You who chose Mission over me, Tashi over me, and Peggy. You still are close to Peggy. You look to her for information about me. But then you want me to ask you for help? Someone who believes the biggest liar about me? Nothing. Peggy tried to throw this porn thing at me. She threw negative shit, lies about me and my children at me. And you want me to accept help from you who listens to this woman and believes this woman, because suddenly, after you adamantly fought with a Maria saying, no, Tashi said this, so I believe Tashi. Tashi said she was all these people. Where does Tashi get off deciding that I'm not only Kraken, who is a huge personality. There's no way I could be somebody who posts that much. Also, Alexandra, who sent me tons of emails and photos. You think I did that to myself? That's insanity. And you thinking that is your insanity. You think I'm Bob Raymond? Are you fucking kidding me? And then you change your mind? And I'm supposed to know this without any reference? Maybe Maria doesn't believe you, Martin. I don't know. Maybe she's hurt by you and she doesn't feel like defending you.
Then you need your fucking head examined.
Actually, it's your head that needs to be examined. You think that my head needs to be examined because I don't trust someone who believes in the greatest enemy I've ever had in my life for no fucking reason? I don't even know Peggy. She has no reason to pick on me. Unless she's Mo Cook. And then it makes sense. Mo is insisting it's not her. I don't know whether to believe that or not. All arrows point to Mo Cook when you look at it common sense-wise. But, you know, Lizzo has admitted to me directly that she has played the role of Peggy. Everyone has played the role of Peggy. But there is an original Peggy that has tormented me. And you think I need my head examined because I don't trust people who are sitting in the court of an unknown face who has lied about me for years? You need your fucking head examined, Martin. And I can't believe I'm even talking about this.
Refuse to do that.
There's a reason I'm talking about this, but I'm not even sure what it is yet. We'll find out.
Just do your thing, you know? It's not anybody else's problem, really.
I know. I am doing my thing. And you are making these videos about me as if we have some kind of fight going on because you're trying to fight with me for some reason because there is no fight between us. We haven't communicated in months. You threw me under the bus. You believed in people that were all against me. You tried to shame me and mock me for not wanting to be around Mission. When he tormented me as bad, worse than Peggy, the same. They're all the same. And you're in that camp with these people. And now all of a sudden they're not talking to you, so you're trying to pretend you're trying to help me. I never asked you for help. I never would ask you for help. I told you, you're in the category of paid troll who came into my life to bring me down, to break my heart, to ruin my channel. Give me a reason not to think that, Martin. Because these videos that you're making are only making me think it's even more true. Sorry about the slow part, guys.
What's going on, Martin, says Sunshine? Some more trolling has started happening. I deal with it by just stopping them coming in here, which is the way you should deal with it. Trollers...
Yeah. Stop coming in. It's over. You know, do you miss me? Do you miss my lives? A lot of people, even the trolls who hated me, like me because I give them content. I give them something to feed off of. I give them an energy that they like. The truth is, Martin, you actually really did not do any posting while I went silent. Okay? I don't think the world revolves around me. My life revolves around me, if that's okay with you. Your right life is supposed to revolve around you. You're making it revolve around me. You're acting like I'm everything to you, you know? Or that you're so concerned about, why do you even care about me? You threw me under the bus. You followed Peggy. Then you suddenly decide, now what about Peggy? What about Peggy's determination to constantly say, Rose trolls herself, Rose trolls herself? Do you ever think, Martin, and maybe you can't think this because you're mentally challenged, but did you ever think, if you weren't mentally challenged, that Peggy is playing these fucking parts? Why don't you ever consider that someone with no face and no content who runs around to all these channels bashing me might be these trolls? Why don't you ever think that? How is it you're so fucking baffled? This is your show. You're exposing the frontal lobotomy that you probably had. Not to be mean.
My channel, others as well.
Hold on.
A lot of misinformation, confusion being spread around.
Misinformation, confusion being spread around. I figured out who everybody was. And I realized I'm in trouble here. I've got this woman named that we call Todd, who lives in Washington. Burlington, I don't know. She moved. I didn't know where she went. I don't stalk people. I don't look people up. And she acts like I've done something to her, and she fakes this suicide, which was 100% fake. That this Southern woman who is still on my ass and filing lawsuits against me, she's trying to blame me for something that was fake. She still is. Because she wanted so badly to make me look bad using this Todd person who, after I went silent for months because of Todd, I realized this woman is really fucking dangerous. Lizzo is really dangerous to my life. The Southern stalker is really dangerous to my life. And these are two very real people who've shown their faces. And Todd is a very big danger to my life. She literally, according to others, I have not seen this, smashed a phone with my photo and my daughter's photo on it like 2 days ago. Smashed a phone with my image. Smashed it with a hammer. That is pure violence. And she took that video down, then took everything down, and now is reposting stuff about the woman from the South who not only torments me, but torments her. There's several of us being very tormented by the woman from the South.
Trying to help with that by trying to work out what's going on.
What are you talking about? A week ago, you said you insisted, you believed Peggy, who insists that I troll myself. That is the most fabricated bullshit line. The most ridiculous concept is to troll oneself. It's so outlandish. And she says it so much and you believe it. That's where you fall from grace. You are worth zero if you think that. Then you decide not to think that, but you really thought that. And it's total bullshit. And you also interfered with my own investigation. You mocked me for being investigative about who was doing this all to me. And it's because you were part of it. That's what makes sense to me, Martin.
And in the process of doing that and discussing it with people on my lives, some more trolls with clone accounts pretending to be me went into Rose's channel and picked out a couple of choice bits to show her that she watched. Mm-hmm. And it just made her worse and made her think.
Why do you think it would? You think it's going to make me better? Well, obviously it's going to make it worse when you bring up your version, which was not in any way aligned with my version of what I was doing when I would come into your channel, your chat, as a friendly supporter, and you twisted it into me being attacking, and you just said it. Then you're changing your mind and you think I'm going to seek you for help. This is pure fucking madness right here. Right here. What are you so baffled about? Because your brain has been altered. Because you're MK Ultra? Question mark? Because somebody fucked with your brain? How is it this doesn't make sense to you? Why do you think that you can terrorize me, dump me, after making me think you really cared about me, choose my greatest fucking enemies over me, and then expect me to ask you for help? I am literally in shock, but listen.
I was responsible for all of it. She thinks I'm like a paid troll who's coordinating everything, which...
I think you're one of them.
Fair enough, she can think that if she wants, but it ain't true.
Yeah, it is true.
And I was trying to tell her who a couple
You and Peggy and Toshi. I believe Toshi's behind a lot of this. I believe Mission's still behind a lot of it. I think slavery is behind a lot of this.
I couldn't communicate with her directly, so I spoke to Maria about it. Maria seems to have vanished, even though I saw her in Rose's chat today. And I tried to communicate with her on her community page. She seems to have just disappeared.
I don't know what you mean by that.
And I would have thought she'd really want to help Rose because she's her friend.
Yeah, helping her friend does not mean shoving you in my face when you have betrayed Maria. Where are you not making the connections here, sir? How is it you are missing this? There's something is, I think he's deteriorated. I hate to say that, but...
I don't want anything. People seem to think I want something out of this. I don't.
Well, then why are you even talking about it? What do you don't want something out of it? Then why are you even talking about me? Why are you baffled about Maria? Why are you expecting Maria to help you fuck with me or trick me? Maria is not going to help you, someone who hurt her feelings very recently. You literally humiliated her in a chat by fighting against her and choosing an unknown face called Peggy over me and real life Maria. I'm real life. Maria's real life. You are a real life person with something wrong with your brain, and you're putting your faith into Peggy? Oh my fucking God.
All I want to know is what's going on, and I'm trying to work that out. Peggy's helping me with it.
Oh, Peggy's helping me with it. The queen of who's behind it. Are you this stupid? This is where you need to pull your brain out of your ass, sir. With all due respect, my apologies for any offense. Peggy, my biggest enemy, is helping you with what? Making life worse for me? She's doing a great job. Good job, Peggy. Piggy.
Hates Peggy. She thinks for...
Yeah, I hate Peggy.
Coordinating the whole thing.
Because Peggy hates me. I don't hate Peggy for no reason. I don't even know Peggy. I've never met her, never seen her. She's been after my ass for years and years and years, hiding behind her fake account like the coward that she truly is. And you have given all of your worship to this unknown entity. And Peggy's helping. I'm sorry, this guy is fucking, this guy's done. His brain is, he doesn't. Peggy, you should be ashamed of yourself. What you are doing to this man, if he wanted to be friends with me, he's putting Peggy in there, him in the middle of me and him. No wonder I hate your guts. I don't hate your guts. I don't hate. I'm not going to stay and hate. I actually don't hate anybody right now. I'm afraid of some people. I'm not too much of a fan of the IC3 cop calling fucking report filing biatch who really, every time I go somewhere, like Joffrey's stupid page, which I loathe because it's all about bashing me and him, this cop calling Southerner who has tortured me for the last 10 years, she's writing fucking paragraphs all about me, how much she hates me. How dare you email me again, Southern Stalker?
The last few days I've been talking to Peggy quite a lot and saying I don't think it's Rosemary. And you'd think that would be the one person who wouldn't listen when I said that. Mm-hmm. But she actually is.
Oh, really?
And when she started listening, I thought, fucking hell, maybe I'm right, you know?
Oh, really? After all this time, all of a sudden Peggy's listening to you? What is going on here? Peggy has told everyone who will even let her write something that I do this to myself because the truth is she is behind it. Why aren't you putting this together? How can you be so fucking stupid, sir? Is it the meds you're on? Literally? This is angering me. Want some loose lizards? Here you go.
Maybe it's not Rose.
Yeah, it's not me. For fuck's sake.
That's not getting through to anybody.
Because it's bullshit. Of course it's not me. It's Peggy. Why aren't you computing? Why aren't you getting this obvious thing? It's Peggy doing this shit. Who is Peggy? Who's Peggy Martin? Who is Peggy Martin?
So today I fired up this live, and when I opened it up, it all just started coming out. But it all started coming out as frustration and anger.
Frustration.
So if you want to know what's going on, Sunshine, Moonbeams, go back to the beginning of this live. But I've just explained it again. The exact same thing, really. That's what's going on. Rose seems to think that I came back because she came back so that I could troll her. That's nucleic thinking. She thinks she's the center of the fucking universe, and she isn't.
Really? I seem like I'm the center of your universe. Why are you talking about me, Martin? I am the center of my universe. Why don't you get your own universe to focus on? Is there nothing going on up here? That's what's looking clear. It's flatline. And Peggy, what Peggy says. Peggy. Seriously, what the actual fucking fuck?
I didn't do anything because of her. If we were still friends, maybe. Something like that may influence me. But we're not really, you know?
We've never been friends. I thought we were friends. I didn't know that you were just love bombing me to make me feel all warm and fuzzy so that you could stab me in the heart, in the back and in the front, to get my heart stabbed both directions, to really, really bring it down, bring me down and cut my heart in half.
Stress, and that's where I'm at with that. Some people help you because they want something. I don't want something.
Really?
I'm not trying to.
You want a reason to do your channel. And apparently I'm your reason. Because, Martin, if you weren't doing lives because of me, you would have done lives all this time that I was silent. But you didn't. You didn't do anything until I came back, slowly doing little tiny, sneaky little live streams with Lionel when I could try to find a time when no trolls came in. And I got a couple of good ones where there was no assholes coming in to ruin things. And Rapper, you suck. And when Lionel gets his head on straight about it, you're not gonna be controlling his channel like that. I cannot wait. I hate that he gave nobody. Lionel, sweetheart, darling, I love you. Okay, Rapper destroys every channel. No matter how much you want to think you want to say, look, he will come into your channel and he will give you comments with or without a wrench, but he is literally causing trouble for you and me and your channel and the future. No matter how we go, no matter which direction, he is making life worse for you, Lionel. Dear, darling, sweetheart, love, love, love.
Get in her chat. She only blocked me today. The last few times she went live, I wasn't trying to go in her chat then. You think I do it?
He just said, I blocked you today.
Well, we're not really.
No, we're
I
not.
still want to help people if I see them in distress. And that's where
You
I'm at.
caused the distress. You're causing the distress by sucking up to my biggest enemy. You think I'm going to befriend you, who's my biggest enemy? What blows my mind is the arrogance that you think that you can control other people's lives, that you think that I don't have any discernment, that you think that I have no common sense and no spine and no boundaries, that I'm going to take back someone who's kissing the ass of my greatest fucking enemy, the biggest liar that ever lived, Peggy. That's a fact, Martin. Prove it isn't. Show me her fucking face.
With that. Some people help you because they want something. I don't want something.
Really? Bullshit.
I'm not trying to get in her chat. She only blocked me today. The last few times
she only blocked me today. So that was you. That was you. It was you. That's the point I wanted to make. She only blocked me today because it was you. It wasn't a troll. It wasn't fake of you. You just proved it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Martin.
I wasn't trying to go in her chat then. You think I'd do it then, wouldn't you? You know? Today she started addressing me directly and I thought, well, I'll help you if you want me to.
Help me? You're the enemy. You suck up to the enemy.
Couldn't get in her chat, so I thought I'll speak to Maria. And Maria's vanished. She's gone. She's nowhere to be seen.
I don't know what you
She's
mean
not
by...
reading her community posts. She's not answering anything. Spoke to her yesterday. It seemed like I was getting somewhere.
She said she answered you best she could. She's fucking busy, for fuck's sake.
That Maria was listening and believed me and agreed with me.
She was just being nice.
She's gone again.
What do you mean by gone again?
And I don't know why that is.
She's busy with a lot going on in her life. You have nothing going on in your life. She's got 4 kids to deal with. And herself. What the fuck? And a dog, for fuck's sake. What's wrong with you, Martin?
I mean, fair enough, there might be stuff going on at home and stuff.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were her friend. Stuff going on. Are you serious? Her daughter's going to have another operation. What is wrong with you, Martin?
Chat, earlier on, in Roses.
So she's allowed to take a break and be in a chat. She was there briefly. She wasn't even there that long. She had shit to do.
So she's got time to do that.
Yeah. And the little time she has, she's not going to spend it with you, who dumped her and chose Piggy over her, even though Maria has always been nice to that Piggy bitch. And screw you, Piggy, for telling everybody for years and years and years I troll myself. You literally confess that you are doing it, Peggy. Why can't you get this through your thick head, Martin? What do you want to help me with? Convince me that Piggy isn't lying when she's been my greatest enemy? This is where your brain... Oh, God, I'm not going to get upset about this.
But she hasn't got time to do anything constructive. Like piece it together,
Spend her time in your crazy brain. She's done with you, I hope.
find out the information that we found out. Oladio helped me with that.
What do you mean information you found out? What do you mean Oladio helped you with what? Oh, about Dot? Oh, bullshit. Todd's behind a lot of this.
Last night when I was doing a live.
All right, I don't want to hear. So this is what I'm saying. This is my video, and now I'm going to post it. All right, Martin, I hope you heard what I had to say. I think I said what I wanted to say in this video. All right, take care. Love y'all.